In this tutorial, you will see how easy it is to send and view sensor readings from your devices using ChipChop. So for this project, I have prepared a very simple device. It's just a small ESP32 with a DHT11 temperature and humidity sensor. And first thing we need to do is go into the devices section and add a new device. I'm going to call this one thermostat, specify the hardware, and then we need to add a couple of components. So first we need a component defined here that will store the temperature values, and it needs to be of the correct type, which is a temperature type, and this is view only. And also we need one for the humidity, and again correct type, view only. So that's now ready, and now we can open the code builder. The code builder has generated a starting template straight away, but I'm going to replace this with the code I've prepared earlier. All I have to do is just make sure that my Wi-Fi credentials are correct. There we go. Save, and I'll run you quickly through the code. So here I will be using a DHT11 library from Adafruit, and we will have to add this library in Arduino IDE later on. The rest is just basic stuff for the library, defining the pin, starting up the library, and then here I'm just defining one small variable that I will use as a timer later on in the main loop. The rest of the code should be left exactly as it is, and then here in the main loop, this is the only bit I had to add manually. So first thing you will notice is that I'm not using a delay. I want to check the readings every 10 seconds, so I'm using a non-blocking method like this. And you should also never really use a delay function in the loop, because it will block the communication of your device with the cloud. So you really need to use non-blocking methods like this. The rest of the code is pretty simple. We're just taking the reading, the temperature reading and the humidity reading from the sensor, storing them in these two variables, and then checking that the values are within correct range. And then this is it. This is the main part, these two lines. We are calling ChipChop update status with a component name and the value we've just taken from the sensor. And that's it. And then resetting the timer, and then the whole thing repeats 10 seconds later. So this will update the status in the ChipChop library on your device, and then it will be sent every 10 seconds on the device heartbeat to your dev console and your web app, where you can see those readings. So next thing to do is download the code. So here it is, the code package, and inside the folder we have our actual project folder with all the source files needed. So we just need to drag this into the Arduino library IDE projects folder, start Arduino IDE. All I need to do is double check that I have the DHT library installed, and it's this one. Yeah, it's already installed. So now I can just hit compile, make sure there are no errors in the code, and if it compiles okay, I can push it straight onto the device. Yep, there are no mistakes there. So now that the code is uploaded, we can open the serial monitor, and we should see very soon that the device will connect to the Wi-Fi and connect to ChipChop. There we go, it's connected and it's already sending the readings from the temperature and humidity sensor. So if we now put these two screens side by side, and if we look at our dashboard, here is now our little thermostat, and you can see the readings that it's sending, these values, and they are also appearing here on the dev console, and they will also show on the web app. What I thought would be interesting is to make something slightly more complex. So what we want to do is use the readings from this thermostat, one of the values, let's say humidity, and to have something else to happen on a different device. So I've prepared a small fan attached to an ESP32, and when the humidity goes too high, it will start the fan. So for that, we need to create a smart action, and we're going to create a new action, and we're going to say if the thermostat temperature, not temperature, humidity is more than, what is the current humidity? 51. So let's say if the humidity goes over 60, then we want to create a rule that our fan component will be on. Press save and then activate this. Now if we go and create a new action and do the reverse and say if the thermostat humidity is less than, let's say 56, then we want again our fan now to be off. Press save, active, save, and that's it. Now these two actions are now live and working, and let's have a look how is that going to work on the real setup. And here we have our two devices. I'm going to spread a little bit of steam, so the humidity sensor should start picking up on that, and you will see how the humidity is now rising, and the sensor is sending that to ChipChop, and the first action should execute any second now. Here we go, and it started the fan on the second device, and then as the humidity drops, the second action should kick in, and we will see the fan stopping. There we go. And that's it. So I hope you have enjoyed this, and you know now how you can send and view your sensor readings through ChipChop.